The square root of x plus the square root of negative x is equal to 2. We have to find x. First, if we take the square root of negative x, this is simply the same as the square root of negative 1 times x. We can break this as the square root of negative 1 times the square root of x. The square root of negative 1 is I times the square root of x. And this will simply give us I root x. Now, in the equation root x plus root negative x equal to 2, we are going to replace root negative x with I root x. This will give us root x plus I root x is equal to 2. At the left hand side, we can factor out root x. This will give us root x times 1 plus I is equal to 2. Next step, what we are going to do is we are going to divide both sides by 1 plus I. Dividing both sides by 1 plus I, this will give us root x times 1 plus I divided by 1 plus I is equal to 2 divided by 1 plus I. At the left hand side, 1 plus I will strike off 1 plus I. We'll be left with root x equal to 2 all over 1 plus I. Next, we are looking for x. So what we are going to do is we are going to square both sides to eliminate the square root sign from x. Squaring both sides, this will give us root x. All this squared is equal to 2 all over 1 plus I. All this squared. This and this will strike off. At the right hand side, we can break this as 2 squared all over 1 plus I squared as such. This will give us x to be equal to 2 squared gives us 4 all over at the denominator. 1 squared gives 1 plus we take 2 times 1 times I plus 2I plus I squared. This will simply be equal to 4 all over 1. I squared is negative 1. That means 1 minus 1 plus 2I. And this will give us x to be equal to 4 on 1 minus 1 is 0 plus 2I, which is equal to, we can simplify 4 on 2I. 2 go into 4 2 times, this will give us 2 over I. Next step, we have to rationalize the denominator. X is equal to 2 over I. For us to rationalize 2 over I, we are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by I times I all over I. This will simply be equal to 2 times I gives us 2I all over I times I gives us I squared. This will be equal to 2I all over I squared, which is negative 1. 2I divided by negative 1. This will give us x to be equal to negative 2I. Then we conclude, therefore, x is equal to negative 2I.